Thank you all for being here. I wanted to, formally welcome with a nice round of applause all of our new hardworking entrepreneurs who had belief in our community and Solomon Pond Mall. So today, just to give you an outline of the program, we're going to have a speaking part when we are through. Be quick. We're going to do a group photo of our entrepreneurs and our dignitaries right on the other side of this kiosk. And then we're going to do ribbon cuttings in front of each individual store, of which there are 7. And then we have 4 which are incoming, 5 that are incoming. So that's pretty much the outline of that. So I wanted to first introduce our distinguished guests. As you know, this mall encompasses 2 towns. So we're in Berlin, we're in Marlborough. So representing Berlin, first of all, is Chair of the Select Board, Chris Keefe, Chairman of the Economic Development Committee, Peter Hoffman, and Pond Administrator, Kristen Rubin. Marlborough Economic Development Director and her team, Meredith Harris, is here today. Thank you. Our Chamber of Commerce President, who's done just a sensational job for us already. And also somebody who, if you're not a chamber member, he'd be glad to talk about it. It's a lot of good news out of the chamber. Steve Messinino. We have a fellow Worcester State University alum who is about to conclude a remarkable 30-year career in civic service here, a great tenure as mayor. Also, hockey fan too. Mayor Arthur Vigent. We have Marlborough native and state representative Danielle Gregoire. And of course, we're honored to have here today our state senator, James Eldridge. So collectively, it's all people working for the same end goal here at the mall. But we didn't get here today by accident. So you're hearing some good news today. There's been some challenging news over time here at the mall. It hasn't always been good news. To say there was a malaise here several years ago, followed by a pandemic you may have heard of. Coupled with that, the mall was probably not in the most optimal condition. Luckily for all of us, a new management team was brought in, and for a very limited staff in numbers, they produce quite a bit. They care about the mall, they care about the tenants, they care about the community, and the reason we're standing here today. Specifically, this building was born in 1996. It's huge. So you can just imagine air conditioning, housekeeping, floods, water, whatever you can imagine, all has to be managed deftly. And that's why we have Joe Hasselman here and his team, Mike and Mike, to keep this place operational. Anybody who's been around the mall business in this area, and my own personal savior, our administrative director, Shelley Clark, who is here. And she is responsible for pretty much everything you see here. Food, graphics, everything of that nature. One person that many of you know very well is a person who has helped us to reach that level where we're inching closer to full capacity. And not an easy job, but a great advocate for the mall and for all of you, Deb Anderson. And pulling that team all together, who's shown great leadership here over the past 2 years, who's made, again, turned this into a great comeback story, and it's getting better every day, literally day by day, consistent improvement that comes from an excellent leader. And the person who will ask to speak next, Liz Kelly.
Thanks, Mark. So when Mark and I discussed hosting this event, we talked about all the changes and improvements that have taken place over the course of the last couple of years. Deb helping to open, 15 plus stores here. The addition of more entertainment, more events. We hosted our music and brew series this year out on the this summer out on the grassy area behind Regal. We've made quite a bit of improvements, if you haven't been here in a while, to the interior and exterior, improving the aesthetic in the mall, the feel, the flavor, so that folks feel more welcome and want to come here and want to come back again and do their shopping. And it's been, like Mark mentioned, a lot of people have contributed to getting us to where we are right now, and we still have a ways to go, but we are certainly making progress in the right direction. And I'm, very pleased with the results we've had thus far. My team is wonderful. They're all dedicated. They're all hardworking. It's a great group of folks that have gotten us to this point. And recently, we have changed our management team. We are now working for Spinoza Real Estate Group, which is a powerhouse leasing firm out of Syracuse, New York. They work exclusively in retail. They have successfully transitioned 68 million square feet of retail space through aggressive leasing and management. So they're a great partner for us. They're a great team player. They are a great community member, and they will, help us bring this, forward even further by leasing up the additional spaces that we have available. I'd like to take a few minutes just to announce and talk a little about some of the stores that we're celebrating today. We have a very diverse group of entrepreneurs from a wide range of cultures and backgrounds that reflect the diversity of our community, that are, contributing to the opening of all of these new stores. So without further ado, I'm going to start with two designing women, Wendy and Robin. Their store is behind us over in the corner, home goods, home decorating, and design. A fantastic addition to the mall. We have Paris Nails, which opened just outside of Macy's, and Danny's here somewhere. If you haven't gone and gotten a fabulous manicure, they do a fantastic job, so welcome to them. Instyle Kicks, right here to our left, that just recently opened. I don't know if Harry's here, but a nice addition to the center as well with their custom sneakers and clothing. FYE, who also just recently opened. Pop culture, entertainment. I think Steve is here somewhere from FYE. Welcome. Excuse me. Track 23 open just behind us, a little further down the mall. Achilles and Miranda are here somewhere. Welcome. We have Daily Thread, which is just to my right here. Beth is here over there. Welcome. Thank you for coming. And then we have ValleyArtisans. Karin, I know I've talked to you. Oh, there she is. So they've opened on the other side. I can't point to her store, but they opened on the other end of the mall. So I'd like to welcome all those folks here today. We also have other openings that are anticipated at the beginning of September. Shoe Supply is coming upstairs. JJ Pizza in the food court, which should be opening any day now. Excuse me, Custom World, which is custom t-shirts. Also opening in early September. And then we have Let's Gourmet. Where's Harjani? There she is. Should be opening at the end of September in the food court. Fantastic Brazilian-inspired meals and chocolate and pastries, so check her out when she opens. Excuse me. And then I have one last announcement, something that wasn't really on the agenda, but we did just get a recently signed lease with Hey Kiddos for 26,000 square feet. Graziella is here. Welcome. Absolutely. So Hey Kiddos is a family edutainment center. So kids educational fun. They'll be opening, like I said, 26,000 square feet at the other end of the mall. We're hoping in December, but it might be January. But we're very excited to have them here and to have that lease all executed and ready to go. So welcome everybody. Appreciate everybody coming today. And I'm going to turn it over to the mayor to say a couple words, if you will.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Liz. Obviously, I want to thank Senator Eldridge for coming down today and Representative Gregoire. I mean, they're here because they know how important it is to keep this momentum going, and thank you very much for your efforts here. When I met with Liz way back when she first started a year and a half, 2 years ago, you know, and at that point she was dusting off cobwebs and replacing light bulbs that haven't been done in years, and she really was taking it personal on filling this mall up, and she's done such a great job. Thank you very much. It's such an important asset to the city of Marlborough, and malls have been going through a big change over the last few years, so we need to support them as much as we can. The efforts that have been put into this one, again, helps the city, and I'm sure does the same thing for Berlin. Berlin actually has two. I don't know how they pull that off, but yeah, two malls. But thank you all very, very much for coming. Thank you for the new entrepreneurs that are starting off here today. This is a fantastic location. Looking forward to a very, very busy season coming up. Thank you.